Now, I know this isn't really in the cyberpunk genre, but I just had to give my thoughts on what is a kind of frustrating anime. Ranpo Kitan, Game of Laplace. It's like the equivalent to sugar. You keep eating it even though you know it's bad for you. This isn't a good anime by any means, but it's not a bad anime. It's in that dead zone in the middle where critics either like it or hate it, and this critic is in the dead zone. What frustrates me is that it is so close to being a great anime, but because it misses the mark by a good few inches, it loses out big time. In short, Ranpo Kitan is nowhere near in the same league as Ungo, a genuinely incredible mystery anime, but Ranpo Kitan could have been so much more. So, let's just look at what Ranpo Kitan got right. It got the atmosphere perfect for a mystery horror. It has that Victorian Sherlock Holmes vibe to it with its retro set design and darkened colours. That and its really high quality animation make the atmosphere one of the biggest selling points of the anime. The high quality animation makes the atmosphere really stand out. If you want to be engrossed in atmosphere, then this anime is for you. Another element it got more or less right was the supporting characters. We have a guy who can disguise himself as anything, a cop who walks kind of off yet remains positive all the time somehow, and a really crazy woman in a prison cell who is restrained by pink spiderwebs. And let's not forget the medical examiner, Minami, who frantically explains the graphic murders with a talking dummy called Corpsey. Those two are by far the best characters. The supporting characters are acceptable, and even though they haven't gotten that much development so far, I'm currently on the 8th episode, whilst it's, I think the anime is currently having a break just before it gets to the final 3 episodes for the finale. And the supporting characters do hold the anime up to an extent. Hell, Minami and Corpsey should have been the main characters, as their frantic natures would have perfectly matched up to the surreal murders being investigated. The music, as well, is also good. Now let's get on to what this anime got wrong. First of all, you guessed it, they got the main characters wrong. Absolutely wrong. Sure, I remember their names better than I remember the supporting characters' names, but the mains are so messy in terms of their characterization in the context of the anime. Kobayashi is almost acceptable as the primary character. He has the weird ability to not get phased by all these gruesome murders, which is interesting to watch, but he's let down by the fact that he looks like a girl, and the anime constantly winks this at the audience, like the swimsuit scene. The anime knows Kobayashi looks like a girl, but there's no reason for that whatsoever. Him looking like a her does nothing for Kobayashi's character, and the anime literally makes an effort to use that as a distraction from the overall anime. Why? Just have Kobayashi as a girl who can solve gruesome murders and still sleep at night. Then we can focus on the superiority of the character without any unnecessary distraction. And Akeshi, the master detective, is so bland and generic and forgettable. Literally, the only thing memorable about him is the fact that he wears a red tie like Hitman Agent 47. He looks normal, he talks normal, heck, he even fights normal. Couldn't Studio Lurch give Akeshi some kind of uniqueness? He's the one solving all the mysteries, yet I don't care about him because he's essentially a nobody. And finally, there's Kobayashi's friend, Hashiba. He is completely and utterly useless and never should have been a main character in this anime in the first place. I thought he was only going to be useless for a short while, and then he would develop into a better detective, one that's better than Kobayashi and Akeshi combined, which would have been really cool to see. But nope, he's useless. Another milder problem is the mysteries themselves. I've seen some anime reviewers talk about how the mystery solving is more realistic in this anime compared to other mystery shows, and I suppose I agree because the mysteries are solved in a straightforward, almost professional way, rather than gathering loads of clues and suspects and spending ages and ages going through everything when all you really need is one clue and one suspect. I do find the mystery underwhelming, but that's not the problem. I like mystery and horror, but this anime did not push those elements far enough. I don't mind underwhelming mystery solving as long as the mystery itself is genuinely mysterious, and the mysteries here are solved so quickly that I question how much of a mystery anime Ranpo-Kitan actually is, and the horror element was clearly not pushed far enough too. There are horror moments which are genuinely gruesome enough to work, but I feel the anime didn't push them hard enough because the gruesomeness is mostly told and not shown. The horror has been degraded to watered down expositionary horror. Oh joy. There's my issues with Ranpo-Kitan. I just got so addicted to this anime because I could always see glimpses of great potential within it. And even though not a single episode has reached that potential yet, I keep thinking it might reach it in one episode. So far that hasn't happened, and there's only, I don't know, was it 3 episodes left? So I don't have much hope. If you like creepy atmosphere, then this anime is for you. If you like interesting main characters and gruesome mystery, then this anime probably is not for you. I'm gonna watch the remaining episodes and see where it goes, but right now I am skeptical as